here we are in what's Palace Yard. It's the main drive-in entrance to the House of Commons. It doesn't look like it beneath me, but there's grass here, and beneath the grass, there goes the Prime Minister, funnily enough. On cue. So this is grass, and beneath the grass is a 5-storey car park. People outside don't realise it. A lot of people that work here don't realise it. It's quite well disguised. And I never really think much about the architecture, really, all around, not just behind me, all around. So I'm just going to give you a wee tour. Right behind me, you can see, in fact, if you look up there, you can see Big Ben, clocked on the tower. It's Big Ben. Visitors go up there. It's a very tight little staircase with 334 steps, and then behind me we have what is the outside of the main chamber of the House of Commons, where I spend some of my time. Stuff that's on television mainly for most of us. MPs here. Over here we have Westminster Hall, which is the original bit of the House of Commons, built about 1,000 years ago. It's lovely big space that people used to access and get out of the Commons these days, and people meet there. Lovely big, beautiful hammer beam roof. And then over there, outside the Commons, outside the Palace of Westminster, we can see Westminster Abbey, which is one of Britain's most famous churches, I guess. St Margaret's Chapel next to it. And then over here, just in the distance, you can see Methodist Central Hall, which is a lovely, big, huge hall used for meetings and so on. And then coming round further, you can see flag atop a tower. And that building, although it's an old building, is the brand new Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. And then moving round further, we can see the Treasury, corner of the Treasury. That's the corner of Whitehall, which is a city in itself, and it all looks the same huge scale, of course. And then here we have part of what's called One Parliament Street, which is the main part of the Westminster, part of the Palace of Westminster. To get to it, you access it underneath the road, or you've got to get across the road to get to it. And in this building here, this lovely building here, is Portcullis House, which was built, completed about 12 or 13 years ago, on time and on budget, everybody tells me, for £250 million at the time. My office is up there on the top floor. Fantastic, modern, ergonomically fantastic offices. Just love the place. Much more relaxed and informal in many ways than the main part of the Palace of Westminster. And we access that under a tunnel, so we don't have to go outside and come back in again. And then finally, you have in the distance there the London Eye, which is very nice at night, lit up, and it changes colour. It's a nice addition to the landscape of the area. And that takes us back around again to good old Big Ben. Never really think much about the kind of built environment around here, to be perfectly honest, but now when I do stand here, it's absolutely astonishing.